Congratulations on saving Rose. News travels fast. Molly was very touched, and she's telling everyone about your exploit.
Unfortunately, we managed to get back all the horses.
Well, let's get down to business. You must register for the next competition. Let me remind you that it's absolutely essential to register for the next competition as soon as possible. More good news. Following your success, the inhabitants of the village are getting interested in horse riding again. A young villager has decided to reopen the horse riders' outfitting shop on the village square, to the right of the church.
Thanks for the news. I'll be able to vary my competition outfits.
I represent the company Lexis Numerique. We were very impressed by your recent performance, and we'd like to give you financial assistance. If you win the next competition, of course.
That's another reason to make haste. Missing the start of the competition is out of the question.
Take the horse box to go to the competition.
Welcome to this new complete competition in which the best riders with the most highly trained horses pit themselves against each other. The competition's about to start. This is the dressage event in which all the major champions gathered here today will be able to show off the extent of their talent. Impressive rapport between rider and horse, and I'm sure she'll do just as well on the cross-country course. The competitors are ready to attack the cross-country course. Let's hope there won't be too many falls.
You poor thing. I hope you're not too disappointed about making a fool of yourself in front of your idol.
The competitors and their horses will now try their luck at the show jumping course, which today is very tricky indeed. Well, there we go, another success. Let's look at the general competition results immediately. Well done! A fantastic victory. Miss Beaumont will soon be able to confront the great names in horse riding.
I'm lost for words. You were dazzling from start to finish. Come and join me at the office. Each victory deserves to be rewarded. The stud farm still needs a few renovations, and I think an extra horse would be welcome. Grange Meadows almost looks like new again. You can build a new cross-country course, or buy a 3-horse horse box, which would mean you could organize horseback rides. Congratulations! The new item will be ready in a few weeks.
Miss Beaumont, you won the last competition. Congratulations. Our company, Lexis Numerique, is going to help you finance the development of your stud farm.
You have nearly fulfilled all the conditions of Patricia's will, but the next clause is very specific. Come and see me.
Hello, miss. We can provide you with complete competition outfits. We've got outfits for all kinds of events. Between you and me, we've just received the latest outfit, validated by the Federation. I think it would really suit you.
This is what it's about. Mrs. Beaumont had deep respect for the inhabitants of Appleton, and she wanted the development of the stud farm to be undertaken in harmony with the villagers. But the idea of a stud farm doesn't seem to be so popular anymore.
What must I do?
Your popularity rating must be 100. You have to convince the villagers Mr. Blacklock's project has been harmful to your case.
If you want to save Appleton, you must trust me. I'm sure that Vincent Blacklock's project is concealing something.
We're very fond of you, and we'd love to save the stud farm, but Blacklock's project seems very important.
Do you really believe that Blacklock is sincere?
It's true enough that some odd things have been going on. My son's a cook, and he applied for a post, but he never got a reply. He phoned up, and they told him that there were no plans to employ a cook. But I need more solid proof. I still feel that this gentleman inspires a great deal of confidence and goodwill.
Mr. Burgess, what can you tell me about Vincent Blacklock?
He's very ambitious, and he'll do anything to achieve his ends. I don't believe for a moment in his ecological project. He's always done business with the big shots in the chemical industry.
That's not very reassuring, but I'll have to find out more. Davy, I need to know more about Blacklock's project. Will you help me?
Of course. We should have a rummage in his office. That's where he keeps all his important papers.
But how can we get into his house?
Leave things to me. I'll keep him occupied a while. I've got some scores to settle with that chap. Let's meet up at his place.
by cutting the wire fencing. Davy must have an idea. That said, I can cope on my own. I should be able to find something at the stud farm to cut through this wire fencing. Davy, I need something to cut through the wire fencing.
Go and look for the tools at the stables. I'll wait for you.
These wire cutters should do the job.
Hello, miss. Happy to be working with you. The region really needs energetic young people like you.
Thanks. I really hope I'll get something done with this stud farm. But I can't do it without your help.
No problem. You look after your horses very well, but you could give them a more varied diet. There are some plants on the banks of the River Otter which are excellent. Take a look at the map on my desk. That'll give you some ideas. There are others at the stud farm.
Oh, wow. Great. Thanks a lot. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Bird's foot trefoil. Oh yes, that's a kind of clover. That must be good for horses. The what? San Juan. Never heard of it. Apparently it has red flowers. I must find some for the horses. Lucerne. Oh, yes, I know. It has violet flowers. Now let's see where I can find some. Dandelions. Dead easy. The flowers are yellow, and I should be able to pick some in the forest. Great. I'll give some to the horses as soon as I get back to the stall. Well, this is enough for a change of diet. I'm sure this will give the horses lots of energy. Davy, I managed to cut through the wire fencing. Now I can get into the property. It's over to you now.
OK, I'll try and keep him occupied a while. Go through the living room window and get a move on.
Here's the living room. Okay, have to stay quiet. What's this piece of paper? It looks like a code. RRGBGY?
You owe me a lot of money, Mr. Blacklock.
But you haven't fulfilled your part of the bargain, my dear Davy.
I've done everything you asked me to. It's not my fault if your plans didn't work.
The terms of our agreement are simple. Get rid of that little Beaumont girl for me and you'll get your money.
I don't see what more I can do. I've tried everything. If you don't pay me, I'll go and see the police.
It's not a good idea to threaten a man like me.
Oh dear, things are getting heated. Davy won't be able to keep him busy for very long. I must act quickly. Crikey, he's got enough books. Quick, I must hurry. I've only got a few minutes to find some proof. These buttons must serve some purpose. Let's try pressing them in the order indicated. A secret room! Now, if that's a tourist complex, I'll eat my hat. I can't carry off this model, though. I must find something else. What about these files? Chemgrow? Hey! But that's the chemical fertilizer that poisoned Peter Ellis's dog. Phew, That was a close call. He can't hear me anymore now, but I mustn't hang around in the garden. I've done it, Davy! I'm outside!
Perfect. I've just left the villa and Blacklock was heading for the living room. I'll meet up with you in the village. This fertilizer factory scheme is a total disaster for the village. The chimneys and the stench will chase off all the villagers. Then Blacklock would be able to buy up all the land for a song.
What shall we do?
We must show this in the village. You can start with Molly Catchpole. She has a lot of influence.
You were right, Mr. Burgess. It was a chemical factory that Blacklock wanted to build.
Well played. By tabling a censure motion against his project, the inhabitants of Appleton will be able to evict him.
Harry, look what I stole. Found. At Vincent Blacklock's place. He wants to build a chemical factory.
Blimey. Well, well, well. Now that we know the truth, I bet he won't hang around the neighborhood long, that one. You little rat. You told the villagers a pack of lies about me and now they no longer want my project. But you'll pay heavily for this, believe me.
If you want my opinion, we've got rid of that Blacklock for the next 150 years.
Thanks to you, Blacklock's plans have all been scuppered. You now have the local support you need to go on extending the stud farm. The villagers even insisted on offering you a horse. But come round to the office for the new procedures. All that remains for you to do is to organize a competition on your own land. To do this, you need 2 show jumping courses, 2 cross-country courses, and 2 dressage courses. Naturally, it's essential to have a vet on the spot, and a second stable to house the competitors. The stud farm should also be renovated so that it's looking its best.
How do I go about getting everything I don't have?
You just have to redo the competitions you've already won, but the competition will be more difficult. Patricia was right to trust you.
I can't register. I have to find a better saddle. I'd better go and see Harry. The horses will love it. What's more, it'll improve their performance. I wonder what Davy will say.
Harry, I need a competition saddle.
Is there one that you particularly like, Davy?
It isn't for me, it's for Miss Beaumont. To say sorry for something I did.
And you've got things to tell her, too, I may be an old fool, but I've got eyes and ears.
I don't know. What could a Beaumont ever see in a Turner?
You shouldn't abandon a great love just because someone's got a posh name. Oh, and talking of names, what do you think of this one?
That's the Beaumont monogram, isn't it?
Yep. It was a saddle for Patricia. I was never able to give it to her. It would be a lovely present for a great niece. Here, it's yours. For nothing. Don't give up. You don't want to follow my stupid example.
It's gorgeous. I'm lost for words. Thank you. Hi. What are you doing here?
Hi, Davy. Hello, Harry. I need another saddle for the big competition.
Well, you've come at the right time. Davy and I were having a little chat, and he thought that...
Forget it, Harry. It really isn't important.
What exactly is going on? Wow-wee! Who's that saddle for? It's drop-dead gorgeous.
As a matter of fact, I, wanted to give it to you. As you can see, it's got your family monogram. It's a very good competition saddle. A little present to say sorry.
There's nothing to apologise for now, Davy. But I accept with pleasure. Thank you.
Welcome to this new complete competition in which the best riders with the most highly trained horses pit themselves against each other. The competition's about to start. This is the dressage event in which all the major champions gathered here today will be able to show off the extent of their talent. really impressive rapport between rider and horse, and I'm sure she'll do just as well on the cross-country course. The competitors are ready to attack the cross-country course. Let's hope there won't be too many falls. Indisputable victory. Let's see if she confirms our hopes on the show jumping course. The competition is really neck and neck. The competitors and their horses will now try their luck at the show jumping course, which today is very tricky indeed. There we go, another success. Let's look at the general competition results immediately. Well done! A fantastic victory. Miss Beaumont will soon be able to confront the great names in horse riding.
I'm lost for words. You were dazzling from start to finish. Come and join me at the office. Nothing's too good for the stud farm. You can continue with the renovations by choosing other items. Congratulations! The new item will be ready in a few weeks. Well, the big day...
I hope to be an honor to...
You're a good rider.
Apparently. Well played! Those figures were remarkable. Let's move on straight away to the cross-country event. Are you ready? We're going to start with the cross-country event. Every time you clear an obstacle, points will be added to your overall score. Obviously enough, time is also a key factor. Congratulations! Let's see what stuff you're made of on this show jumping course. You know that show jumping was your great-aunt's speciality? I hope you take after her. It's the traditional point system. Each obstacle... Your great-aunt would be proud of you. Let's see your ranking in the general competition. I'm speechless. You were... Nothing's too good for the stud farm. You can continue with the... Congratulations.
Mr. Scrivener, I've got everything I need for the big competition at Grange Meadows. We're all set.
Now, that is good news. I'll send the registration forms out to all the competitors.
Hello, Miss Beaumont. We've heard all about you and we'd like to give you some help, if your ranking in the next competition is good, of course.
Hi there, it's Pippa. I hear you're getting by with flying colours at Grange Meadows. Oh, by the way, guess what? I've registered for your big competition.
Thanks, Pippa. See you soon. We've both got a fair way to travel.
Okay, see you later. We'll meet up when we're there.
Welcome to the big event, a very high-level competition being held in the village of Appleton. We'll see major horse riding champions confronting each other, especially Pippa Funnel, who has come here to show her support for Miss Beaumont's competition. Now let's move on to an extremely delicate event, dressage. We hope they'll succeed in performing their figures. A very handsome demonstration of dressage and a well-deserved victory. But now let's follow the cross-country course. It's time to move on to the cross-country event, a mixed course which will certainly widen the gap between our competitors.
Don't worry. You'll make up the points in the other events.
It's good to meet up again for this show jumping competition, which will surely be a challenging trial for our champions. Well, I think that the die is cast. Let's go over now to the general competition results, which will reward our greatest winner. This must be the greatest day in the horse riding career of young Miss Beaumont. She's just won the competition on her own family's estate, which she herself has completely renovated. That's a double victory for a young girl who's only just 19.
Bravo! You're an honor to your family. I suggest you come to the office. This latest victory proves that Patricia was right about you. You've won a new horse. Of course, you can also continue to renovate the estate by selecting one of the old items. Congratulations! The new item will be ready in a few weeks.
Hello, your ranking has totally convinced us of your qualities as a rider. So we're going to give you some help and increase your credits.
You deserve to be congratulated. It's rare for me to meet such a determined person. Please accept my apologies for my behaviour. I often forget my good manners when I'm doing business.
Thank you, Mr. Blacklock. It's always best to play fair.
I'll try to bear that in mind. Good luck for all of your plans.
Well, he's not such a bad sort after all.
You should go into the living room. I think my brother's waiting for you.
You were... I can't find my words. You were great in the competition.
Thanks, but I couldn't have done it without your help. The stud farm has been saved, I think. Do you still want to leave?
I think I'll stay. Rose likes it here, and what's more, she adores you. And she's not the only one.
What?
Haven't you wondered why I've been behaving like an idiot ever since you arrived?
Well, to begin with, I just thought you were an idiot. Later, I thought that there must be a reason, even if...
Even if what?
Even if I too have strong feelings for you.
Doesn't it bother you that I'm just a groom?
Well, what could be more useful to me in a stud farm? Everything would be so much better if you stayed here, with me.
You're the best thing that's happened to me in a long, long time.
And you for me. Even if you are a bit of an idiot in your spare time.
If you fear you're going to get bored after all these adventures, try looking for new plants to increase your horse's performance. There's nothing better than natural medicine.
Well, are you happy?
Yes, you're here, with Rose, and everything's going pretty well.
That's another good reason for not resting on your laurels, Miss Beaumont. Come along, into the saddle,